Okay, so this is the hibiscus that I planted. I did a video on this, me planting, showing you how I plant the seeds and the whole thing. And the video obviously did not turn on, so I wasn't recording. So anyway, we're up to this point right now. The hibiscus has just come up. This is my second planting on these seeds. These seeds are already a year or so old. They still come up, so I haven't had a problem with them. And this plant can get quite big. This is not a plant you want to bring indoors because it will not live. Absolutely not. I've tried it already under all conditions. As soon as you take it out of that direct sunlight, that is it. It is done. So we're going to take this as far as it could go. We'll leave it in the greenhouse or something like that, and we'll see how far. We'll see if we can get any of the calyx, I believe it's called. Calyx. Those are the little flower types things that form on it that you actually use to make your hibiscus tea. So we'll have to just map the progress of this and just keep an eye on the date. I don't know the date right offhand. I think it's the 24th, 7/24/2016. But you check the date of the upload. That is the exact date of this video because I'm uploading it today. So I just want to give you a start on what it looks like. Temperatures in here, I'm sweating my you-know-what off, and it's almost 100. It actually cooled down quite a bit. Yeah, just keep track of the progress, just to give you an idea on how long it takes to grow in these temperatures. And this plant, I think, really likes hot temperatures. I mean, this is something that will grow in the subtropics. This isn't. I tried growing them and starting them inside in the heat mat, and that just didn't do it. These seeds needed warm temperatures, 80+ degrees temperatures, constant with the sun hitting it and everything. I mean, I'm sweating right now, and this plant is just loving it. And you can see it came up. It's a little scraggly, but they'll grow. They'll come up. I've grown this before, and it gets quite big. So I may end up moving this outside into the garden at some point. But for now, it's in a pot, and that's what you see here. So all right, so it's Roselle, I believe, is the real name for it, the red Roselle. But it's also known as the hibiscus, and this is the same hibiscus you would use to make your hibiscus tea. All right, I buy this stuff by the 20 or 30 pound bags dried from restaurant supplies when I make my teas or my sun teas. I really like it. It's got a very nice lemony type taste. It's a good substitute for lemon. So anyway, that's your hibiscus. See you guys. All right, so the Thai red Roselle, I guess that's the way you say it, and I just call it hibiscus because that's really all I know it by. I've always drank tea with hibiscus in it. I love hibiscus. It's got a lemony flavor if you've never had it. If you ever had the hibiscus, what's that one called? There's a tea you buy out there. Hibiscus something. Hibiscus flower tea or something. But this is the particular variety of hibiscus they use. Now there's a couple different varieties of hibiscus. I don't think some of them are edible. So you got to be careful when you're buying your hibiscus. You got to make sure it's this exact one right here. All right, Hibiscus sabdariffa. You got to make sure it's that one. That's the one that you make the tea out of. But there are ones that are just strictly ornamental. You got to be careful. You don't want the wrong one. All right, so this is the one you make your tea with. And those little flowers are called something. I'm looking for it in here. There's a name for them. Calyx or something? Calyx? I can't remember. Just see if I could see it in here. Transplanting early time. Blah, 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 blah. Maple. Calyx, right here. Right? Isn't that how you say it? Calyx? Calyx? But that calyx is this thing right here. Alright? And that's the flower, and that's the part you dry out and you make your tea out of. Now, I guess you could make it fresh. You know, you don't have to dry it out. I don't know. I never got actually that far growing it. I have grown this plant before, and I thought I could winter it over. I brought it inside and it just died. That was it. Within about a week it started dropping leaves. Within about a week and a half, 2 weeks, the whole stem started drying up and it was dead. It just died, literally. So this plant is not a plant you could winter over. It absolutely needs direct sunlight. I think it likes the heat and all that stuff. So if you're going to grow it in the garden outside. Give it full light. Give it the whole thing. It's not something you're bringing indoors. It took a long time for that plant to develop the main stem and get like maybe I got it to about, I think it was somewhere around 3 feet. It was about 3 feet tall. Leaves were very large. But it took a while to get it like that. This is something you're going to want to start indoors in, like, I'd say probably March or April if you're in the northern part of North America. You're going to want to kind of start it then, let it grow under the light, and then slowly harden it off to the outdoors. And you got to get this thing going early. It just takes a while for it to get big, you know. So that's my experience anyway. All right, so I'm going to put as much of these details. I'll show you the very bottom in case I can't get it all in. The details. I'm only allowed 5,000 characters. I don't know if this is more than that. Just so you know, if you want, just pause the video. You can read the lower half. I'll scroll up. There's another paragraph. I'll scroll up a little more. I know I'll get it up to here anyway. Alright, so you could read all of that. It says Rosella, also called Rosella, Jamaican sorrel. That's weird. Or Java jute. That's a funny name. But yeah, alright, so this will all be in the description below. There's a nice picture of it for you. I paid $3 for the seeds. Like I said, I buy this stuff by like the, I don't know, is it a 10-pound bag or 20-pound bag? I don't know. It's a big bag. Maybe I'll show you one day. It's a big bag. I buy it and I make a whole bunch of sun tea with it. I put it out in the sun. The whole thing gets like this beautiful Hawaiian punch pink color, and then I'll make some sun tea, and then I mix them together, and I just get a great, real nice drink out of it. But in that bag that I buy, a lot of times those flowers still have the seeds in them. So I've never tried to sprout them. I should really see if they sprout. But yeah, I got a lot of seeds from those as well. But yeah, this is, I paid $3, and I didn't put it in there, but it's Baker Creek. Here's the package. Alright. I don't know if I showed this or not. I probably didn't. Here's the bag. Alright, you can see the date. There's all SKU numbers and all the good stuff on there. And I got to remember to put that in there, Baker Creek. That's where I bought them from. And I bought these in 2015, so I grew them last year, got so far, died. I'm growing them again this year. I should have started them. I did start them early. They didn't come up. And so I started them again just recently, as you see in this video. Now they're coming up. They need that heat to come up or something. I don't know. These plants are very sensitive to temperature. The seeds and everything, they just wouldn't grow. Now I put them in there and it popped right out. 80, 100 degrees, 120 degrees in that greenhouse. That thing is, they're growing, you know. They love heat, they love light. That I can tell you. So, all right, so that's your Hibiscus Reds Roselle from Baker Creek.